What's going on, guys? XQ420 here. I am back. I am in the building. You know how we get down. Summertime. Get the seasoning. Get the seasoning for them steaks. We're going to make sure the grill marks are right for you guys. If it's your first time to the channel, you know what to do. Subscribe button. Go on, punch that thing for me. Appreciate y'all being here. Today's video, AOC. But man, she's like an alien or something. I don't know what she is. She's crazy. But we're about to jump into what she's talking about now. Folks need to shoplift for some bread. Let's get into this. All right, article right here from the Blaze. AOC says spike in NYC crime could be caused by people who need to shoplift some bread. That's what it is. So folks getting shot in the street got to do with something shoplifting a loaf of Marita White. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, that's a good theory. Let's jump in this article. So this said, right here, New York City has experienced a surge in violent crimes in recent weeks, including a 200% increase in shootings between June 15th and July 2nd of this year, compared to the same time in 2019. Now, I've got another video on that, talking about the rise in crime in New York, and also how many police are retiring early because they're like, "Bud, I can't do my job. I mean, y'all gonna get me killed out here. No chokeholds. Don't hit them with the baton. Put your taser up. You know, put your pepper spray up. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go over there and beg them to stop. But when you're dealing with a criminal, you got to come with force. I don't know. I don't know if these people dealt with criminals before. Well, if somebody coming to rob somebody, they ain't gonna ask you nicely. They're probably gonna put something in your belly. You know what I'm saying? Put the cold steel to you. So this said over the July 4th holiday weekend, 64 people were shot, and 11 died from their gunshot wounds. Bam, bust them right up. Said in the last 4 weeks, New York City has seen an increase in shootings compared to the last year. So if you're in New York City right now, hell, they ain't got nothing else to do but to shoot folks up. The business is closed. And de Blasio out there, he out there worried about painting some Black Lives Matter on the concrete. How about you worry about your citizens and, you know, their well-being overall? No, I want to make sure I paint this Black Lives Matter because that's the real thing we need to be doing right now. Oh, don't worry about the folks getting shot. That's all good. So there was one especially heartbreaking shooting caught on video of a father gunned down in broad daylight while walking hand in hand with his 6-year-old daughter in the Bronx. So you see, that's what I'm talking about. Everybody who comes up, oh man, care about lives. I mean, let's talk about that. I mean, man sitting there walking with his daughter, broad daylight, he gets gunned right down, right there in front of the daughter. You don't think that's going to have long-lasting effects on the daughter? PTSD? I mean, it's going to be terrible. It said, but it isn't just gun violence troubling the Big Apple. In the past 2 weeks, there was a grisly knife attack in the subway and a stabbing in Brooklyn. And I might do a video on the knife attack. I mean, this black dude just in there just swiping at 2 white folks. He just run up on my man and just start stabbing on him. I said, what the hell going on in here? And then you know what they had in there? It looked like a community service guy. He walking up, sir, stop that, sir. No, you need some force, bud. That's when somebody needs a sidearm. Lay the dude out. I'm sorry. I mean, hey, look. Bro, you just going up in and stabbing on folks? Man needs to get laid out. That's just all there is to it. You can shoot him in the legs if you want to. But, I mean, you know, you shoot to stop the threat. That's all I'm going to say. Shoot to stop the threat. So this said, following the George Floyd protests against police brutality, the New York Police Department disbanded its plaincoats unit, which has been involved in this proportionate number of fatal officer-involved shootings. So as you can see right there, the officers, they've been under duress. They've been getting shot up. And I believe it was the anti-crime unit, as I said in my previous video, the anti-crime unit, they kind of broke that up. So, I mean, without the anti-crime unit, I mean, criminals like, I can do what I want to now. What they're going to send out there? Social worker, please. I mean, they'll blast them too. Hey, look, bud, criminals ain't above it. They don't care about your life. You know what I'm saying? They give 2 shits about your life. So they said last week an NYPD cop shared a video mocking the new and overly cautious policing tactics being implemented in New York City following the nationwide protest against police brutality. Also said in early June, NYC Mayor Bill de Blasio announced he is moving resources from the NYPD to youth and social services as a part of our city's budget. Well, I mean, they need to move some. They need to have some more money go towards that. But don't take it away from the NYPD. How about you cut down on the money going in your personal wallet, you and the other people up top, and go down to the youth and social services. He ain't say nothing about taking no pay cut. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Man, people always, they wax poetically to you. Oh, philosophically. Yeah, but then we say, how much of a pay cut have you taken? But I can't take a pay cut. And I got a $10 million estate, but I got to keep up appearances. So this said Mayor de Blasio proposed cutting nearly $1 billion from the NYPD. $1 billion, dude. You don't think that's going to put some folks out of a job? So this is Rep AOC. I ain't even going to say her whole name. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You might as well call her Alexandria Ocasio-Castro, as in Fidel, because that's what she is, bo. Communist. She scoffed at the proposal, calling it disingenuous illusion. She said defunding the police means defunding the police. I wonder if she's got any private security. Now, Miss AOC, whenever they defund this police, I don't want you to have any private security. Don't have a weapon on you, okay? And I want you to just go mingle in the public at NYC with no police, you being a female, no weapon. And hey, look, I'm not the one that wants stuff to happen to people, but no, a lot of times people change their minds about how they feel about stuff when something happens to them. So I mean, but she wouldn't make it long. That's all I'm gonna say. It wouldn't make it very long. We're talking about NYC. They said AOC proposed some theories for the crime wave and asked, "Do we think this has to do with the fact that there's record unemployment in the United States right now?" Well, that might be part of it, but you were a proponent for it. You told people not to go back to work. She had a video sitting there saying, hey, y'all shouldn't want to go back to work. Why y'all want to work for? And then she gonna talk about record unemployment. You see how they speak out the same, both sides of their mouth. Snakes, bud. Snakes in the grass. They sliver right up. Think you ain't looking and bite you on the ankle. Gotcha. So they said, Cortez continued, the fact that people are at a level of economic desperation that we've not seen since the Great Recession. Once again, you're part of that problem. You told them not to go back to work. Said the Democratic Socialists hypothesized that the increase in NYC violence could stem from rent demands and people shoplifting bread. Well, dang, bud, folks ain't paid their rent in 3-4 months. But the landlords are like, man, I'm at my wit's end, man. I need that dust, dude. I mean, but shoplifting bread? I mean, is that why folks are getting shot in the street? They walking the girl down the street. My man's getting shot in the street because they were looking to get a loaf of Marita White. Maybe some honey wheat, nature's own honey wheat. I'm a brioche guy myself for French toast. That's what the deal is. I couldn't go get my brioche. AOC, but she's a disgusting person. It said, maybe this has to do with the fact that people aren't paying their rent and are scared to pay their rent. What does that mean? I'm fearing to pay my rent. I'm not even sure what to think about that. I'm fearing to pay my rent. I'm afraid of my life to pay my rent. So that's why you ain't paying. I mean, eventually they're gonna have to evict somebody. I mean, but the landlords just can't get going. Well, y'all can just stay here forever. I ain't got no bills due. You know what I'm saying? They just hiked up property tax about 50%. You know what I'm saying? Property tax hike is coming, guys. Y'all be on the lookout. Y'all that own houses and stuff, be on the lookout. Because the government are about to stick one up in you. They're about to give you a deal with the dough. I'm trying to tell you, the deal dough. They said, and so they go out and they need to feed their child and they don't have money. So you maybe they're put in a position, why is she stuttering so much? They feel like they either need to shoplift some bread or go hungry that night. Well, I'm seeing just more people just get straight up shot. Not get shot over a loaf of bread. Not getting shot over a McDonald's Big Mac. Man, she just saying whatever. Man, watch out for people like this. They said according to NYPD crime data, petite larceny, stealing a personal property that has value of less than $1,000, was down 7.5% compared to last year. So you see what I'm saying? Stealing folks' stuff is down. However, murder was up 27.1%, and shooting incidents were up 53.5%. Now, how many of those gun outs were in the grocery store? I mean, you see, that's what I'm saying. You see her right down here, mouth wide open. I just scrolled that thing right there. That's what she does. That's it right there. Just run her mouth. That's it. So she said, ocasio-cortez also speculated that the skyrocketing crime could be caused by unemployment provisions have not been given to everyone. Well, yeah, bud, when you just go and just stick everybody on unemployment, man, the folks ain't ready for that noise. The systems ain't set up for that. The system is set up for people to work, not for people to sit on the ass. I mean, this stuff that she's the one that told people to stay at the house. She's the one that said don't go back to work. And all of a sudden she's like, well, folks ain't working, so and they gotta steal bread. She's the one that says socialism. Give me all your money and I'll let you know how much you can have. She's the communist, dude. Don't listen to her. She also suggested crime may have increased because some people still haven't gotten their stimulus check yet. But the $1,200, let me tell you something about $1,200. Man, in New York City, man, that ain't getting you nowhere. That's gonna get you up the street and get you 2 cheeseburgers, might get you a pair of pants and a pair of shoes, and you be cashed out. You be like, what the hell? Where the hell all my money go? NYC, the stimulus check. We might try to catch a few moments of what she got to say right here. Maybe she'll say something good. I don't know. If she don't say nothing good, I'll cut it short and then just give you my outro.
Super clear for everyone here having this question. The New York City Police Department has not been defunded. Even with these budgetary changes that were proposed in City Council.
One of my questions is where does she live at? Every time she's recording, man, she's got this stone white background. I mean, I think she might be staying in the insane asylum. I mean, we getting live footage from an insane asylum. You know those white robes she got on right there. Well, when the camera cuts off, they gotta tie her up. I mean, they gotta tie her up, put a muzzle over, so she don't bite her own self. They said you can talk for a little bit. She sang for about 3 minutes, and then we got to tie her back up.
A, they're not fully enacted. B, they aren't a real $1 billion in cuts. And C, it's not really, like these cuts aren't really real. And again, they haven't even happened yet. Literally have.
Well, they got rid of the anti-crime unit. I mean, that's a part. Anti-crime. So crime has increased. I mean, let me know, AOC. Maybe I'm off kilter. I'm just a guy who's trying to get in the loop, who's trying to get the knowledge.
Really have not even happened yet. So keep in mind that this uptick in crime that's happening right now is with a $6 billion New York City Police Department budget. So our $6 billion up to $11 billion, but our $6 billion.
What she ain't saying, you see, what she hasn't said is that the police is being handcuffed. They also told them to stand down to riders. They also told them you can't use chokeholds. Oh, well, don't beat nobody too hard. Oh, well, don't tase anybody. Oh, well, don't use pepper spray. Oh, well, don't use tear gas. I mean, what they gonna do? I mean, all they do is just, hey, man, stop. Hey, stop. Stop. Well, it's gone now. And then the rest of them like, but I'm going to the house. Y'all gonna get me damn killed out here. I can't put nobody in a chokehold. But a chokehold might be the last thing between me and the grave. And, when I'm tussling with somebody, I ain't going to think, man, it's illegal for me to put them in this chokehold. But when it's talk about life or death, but we going everything. I'm going to be biting them, scratching their eyes. I'm going to pick up some sand and throw it in their eyes. I'm going to kick them in the shin. I mean, we going all out.
$1 billion budget has not prevented this uptick in crime. We have funded more and more. We have shoved more and more and more money every single year into the NYPD, $6 billion. And it has not.
Yeah, but how does she expect for it to be any better when you take money away from them? They, in fact, are getting rid of people. People are retiring, so it's getting worse. So her argument makes no sense.
Prevented this uptick in crime. So why, but let's back up. Why is this uptick in crime happening? Let's really think about it.
Here it comes.
Well, this uptick in crime, you know, the NYPD themselves have told a story that's disproven by their own data. At first, the NYPD, they went out and they said, okay, this uptick in crime is happening because of bail reform, because of all of these reforms that we had now. Wait, but they
Bail reform? Well, I mean, what that got to do with anything? I know places all over the United States just been releasing inmates. Do you think that might have something to do with it? I mean, I'm just saying, you're just releasing folks in prison. Oh, we don't want them to get the COVID-19, so we got to let them go. I mean, that might have a little bit to do with it, AOC.
they just released data a couple weeks ago that showed that out of almost all the people who have been found to have kind of committed crimes, etc., almost none have been re-released due to the bail reform. Like their actual crime data.
She keep talking about the bail reform, but what about the coronavirus reform? She ain't say nothing about that. You see, folks try to tiptoe around stuff. You got to watch them. They try to tiptoe.
From the NYPD, not even independent data, disproves what they're own saying. So why is this uptick in crime happening? Well, let's think about it. Do we think this has to do with the fact that there's record unemployment in the United States right now? The fact that people are at a level of economic desperation that we have not seen since the Great Recession?
Oh, what do you know?
Maybe this has to do with the fact that people aren't paying their rent and are scared to pay their rent. And
so like I said, they're scared to pay their rent. I don't get that. But look, they talk about locking folks down again. So, I mean, how is she expected to get better if folks can't go to work?
They go out and they need to feed their child and they don't have money. So you maybe have to, they're put in a position where they feel like they either need to shoplift some bread or go hungry that night.
But she out here talking about the hunger strike. I don't mind stealing bread. I mean, that's what she talking about, bud. I mean, she got Pearl Jam out there, Temple of the Dog. I don't mind wheat bread if there ain't no regular bread. I mean, that's what she talking about. Man, I'm done listening to her. Look, the close out on this video, AOC, she ain't A-OK with me. That's all I got to say. She's a liar. She's a hypocrite. She will ruin this country. I ain't sure how she got in office. I mean, but where is she from? That's what I'm trying to figure out. China might have stuck her in here. Let's call some dissent from within. Managed to get her in office. Man, whoever voted for her, man, they was sniffing the stuff that day. They had lines of it. Bath salts, ice, blue, crack cocaine, all of it. Because, I mean, she's way out there. She's a very disturbing individual. And she will sink any place she lays her hands on. So, I mean, I hope y'all like the video. We got to go against this. They got to back the police. So we stop all this nonsense from happening. Stop letting rioters just do what they want to. De Blasio. Stop going out there and painting Black Lives Matter with folks who've been tearing shit up. That's what I'm saying. Dang, let the police do the job. No, we just got to strip everybody their jobs. And she over here talking about record unemployment when she was just saying don't go back to work. Snake in the grass. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. As always, like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.